Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Alright. No, never mind that. That's not what this video is about. This video is about something important, okay? To those of you in the metaphysical community who also study or care about or have any interest in astrology, or see the connections thereof, I've got something to offer that's, it's got profound implications. And this comes from a spirit guide of mine who I've established a good relationship with. Good's an understatement, but anyway, she's given me a bunch of different pieces of information that when I've come back and applied and tested, it's literally saved my life and a bunch of other things, and changed my life and upgraded my life, etc. So anyway, she's proven herself to me big time anytime I've listened to her. So what this is, let me explain this. It's an understanding about your ascendant or your rising sign, okay? And that is that basically everybody has the wrong one. Even in Eastern astrology, okay? Even if you've corrected for where the constellations actually are. Because here's the issue. Your rising sign, what humans have always assumed, and for good reason, I mean, what else were they supposed to do? Is that when your little baby body manages to be popped out of mama's body, at that moment is what determines your rising sign, right? You adjust for Eastern Greenwich time or whatever it is. Okay, but here's the deal, guys. It doesn't actually work that way. Because your rising sign is a predetermined thing. It's a spiritual thing determined from the other side. And for the vast majority of people, your rising sign is going to be earlier than what you think. It's when your spirit officially attaches to your body for that incarnation. The way I understand this is that during the time your mother is pregnant, you're interacting with her, you're interacting with your body, but you're not fully attached and fully committed to that incarnation yet, okay? Now, usually sometime in the hours preceding your actual birth is when you actually begin your incarnation, okay? The way this works out is most people are probably going to find their rising sign, 1 to 3 signs back from where you think it is. But it could even be after. There could be cases where the body could be born before the official time, and even though your spirit's there with the body, it hasn't officially begun its life, okay? I hope this is making sense somehow. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but I hope I'm making this point. Like I say, for most people that occurs before physical birth, and that was the case with me. See, what I noticed as we're moving into an age where we're coming more in contact with our heart, our intuition, our real consciousness, as with so many things in life, with people's identity, it's all BS, and you know that. All the identities that people have picked up on this earth are nonsense. They're not what you really are, right? Well, how's astrology any different? When someone tells you your rising sign, up until now, up until some kind of awakening, people just make that shoe fit, If it's the shoe you're given, you're going to make it fit, right? But the more honest, there's a lot of things in me that have been questioning things that others have accepted from a very young age. It just stood out to me that something's not right here. And this was that way, okay? I got my Western astrology chart first, and then I got an Eastern one, and things were better, but still not quite really right. And I don't know, I sense that some of you are ready to hear what I'm saying. If you have a good relationship with a spirit guide that can give you information, ask them when you're in, however you do it. I do it out of body in lucid dreams or astral projecting. That's what works best for me. I'm starting to learn to hear them while I'm in my body, but I'm not very good at it yet. But however you can communicate, ask for your actual ascendant, and I think you'll find that it will be incredibly revealing to your life and who you are. And like so many things in this age of awakening, it'll be like this, and all of a sudden, the implications of your life get a lot more clear and bigger and better and all that. I know it's been priceless for me. It's been incredible. Because, I tried wearing both those other rising signs, and there was just things about it. It was just like, yeah, I can kind of see that maybe, I can kind of see that maybe, but no, not that, not at all. Certain things in the description, it's just like, no, that is absolutely not me, if I'm being honest with myself. And when she told me my actual ascendant, oh my gosh, now life makes sense. It's incredible. So, I know a lot of people out there are just going to go, well, no way, dude. I mean, the experts know what they're doing. Well, guys, how's that panned out so far on Earth? How expert I don't mean any offense to good astrologers. There's people out there that know aspects like the back of their hand. They're like, they're like ninjas with astrology. But however educated and practiced you are, if you don't have access to someone's real rising sign, because it doesn't work the way we think, it's not about, when some group of doctors manages to get your body out of mom's body, that's too arbitrary, that's too affected by free will, that's too affected by chaos on this earth, okay? Your rising sign can't be a willy-nilly accident like that. It has to be the predetermined thing it's chosen to be. Your spirit makes sure of that, okay? Think about what I'm saying here. It's probably the most important sign if you're really going to find your actual life purpose and develop into who you came here to be and become that, okay? That's why I had to share this, as hard as it may be for some to believe. I believe some of you are going to feel what I'm saying, and it's going to click, and you're going to realize it. Now, if you don't have any contact with the other side, if you don't have anybody who could give you this answer, I think what you could try to do, if you're capable of being super objective, I would say start moving it back a click, whatever you think it is, okay? If you think your ascendant's, Sagittarius, move it back first to, Scorpio. Look at life through those lenses for a while. Look back at your life. Learn everything you can about that ascendant. Don't try to make it fit. Try to just be objective and neutral. And then after a while, move it back another sign. Go back to Libra. Wear that for a while. Look at life through those lenses. Measure your life. And then move it back again to Virgo, etc. And just spend some time wearing those shoes. Trying to be objective about yourself, okay? About the patterns of your life, the big themes, okay? And get to know those signs really well as an ascendant and how that would set up your chart. Look where your houses all go, okay? Now granted, I highly recommend using Eastern astrology, and honestly, even Eastern astrology has only corrected about 24 degrees, the precession of the equinox, and modern astronomy can show you that it's actually 28 plus degrees, okay? So I would go with that. Me personally, that's how I do it. If you take your Western chart, move the whole thing back 28 degrees. And then don't assume that you have the correct rising sign. Then you need to find your real rising sign. And then, to me, that's how you find a real chart. But I actually don't want to start a big fight with all the astrologers out there, because I don't want to spend 100,000 million hours debating that with everybody. For now, just those of you who do know how to get answers on a subject from your spirit guides, if you have any guides that have proven to be true, the things they tell you, ask them this. Ask them to clarify for you your actual ascendant. I think you're going to have your mind blown, okay? So that's why I'm giving this to the metaphysical community. You guys some of you can actually get this answer. Whereas if I go, post this on the astrology community, it's probably just going to be an endless argument forever where, people say I have no right and it's all, nonsense or whatever. So I'm offering it to you guys, okay? I believe some of you will actually be able to benefit from this. So it's really cool. It's a really amazing thing to get to know yourself better, obviously. And you'll find that, of course, at that deeper level, it is something you already knew, but you didn't have permission to believe because the experts told you something different. You know, as with a lot of things we're finding, as the heart chakra opens and actual truth starts coming in or being perceived, instead of all the training that's been put here. All right, enough said. Just had to share that for anybody that, you know, feels it or it's clicking or you get it. Seriously, yeah. Please benefit from it the way I have. I mean, the implications to setting up a real chart, the implications of seeing who you actually came here to be, priceless. All right, I love you all.